We employ about 1,000 people. Our current retail turnover is €100 million, which makes us the largest member of the co-op system in Slovakia. We decided to start this project in order to no longer create the merchandise orders randomly, but rather on the basis of individual decision by the store manager. We wanted to get this area to a higher level, and so we don't have to create orders in writing, orally, or by phone, and also to improve the quality of the whole ordering process, and of course, to make it more simple. When we were deciding which way to go, and after we had managed some internal processes that had to precede the decision, we listened to and watched a number of presentations of store management solutions, as this kind of service is now being offered by various IT companies on the market. After the evaluation and consideration of these presentations, we decided for U&Sluno, mainly due to the fact that we have known each other and cooperated successfully for a long time. We even used their central information system and some extensions, and this cooperation is essentially smooth. That's why we decided to choose them for this project as well. Of course, first of all, we had to analyze all the processes. We had to define solutions and goals that we wanted to achieve. There were many workshops, and last but not least, we also had to involve our staff and managers of the stores who are directly affected by the software change in their daily work. It was a challenging project, but I think that thanks to our close cooperation, consultations, and basically non-stop connection, we managed all these problems step by step. In COOP Jednota Nove Zamky, I work as a marketing director. This section consists of 3 departments: purchasing, pricing, and advertising and promotion. Within the project of store replenishment, we covered the entire course of the project, and I participated as a project manager. Before the deployment of the store replenishment project, we already had certain processes running in our company that were connected with stock management. Anyway, after the implementation of the project, the ordering processes used at the stores and also at the head office were now much better structured. Exact and clear rules were established for ordering processes. The flow of information and communication with suppliers were made more transparent. Of course, it also required software modifications, and not just on our side, but also on the supplier's side. And we had to interconnect the ordering processes up to the logistics center. The reality is that before the realization of this project, the creation of the orders took 75% of the store manager's time. This means that they were sitting at the computer and searching for what and how to order, or in what price ranges the goods are offered. And I think that this is not a good way, because every such kind of bureaucracy makes the manager to behave not as a store leader, but just as a common administrative worker who doesn't know what's going on in the store. We wanted to change this. It was the crucial reason making the decision about the goal. We involved the store managers into the process, and they started to receive generated orders, and they made sure that they could trust them. Of course, since the very beginning, we've allowed them to authorize these orders in order to know the current ordered amount of each item, because retail is a living organism. Today, saleability is affected by many factors. For example, the weather. Yesterday's sales may be completely different from tomorrow's, so there are certain interventions in this direction necessary. From the moment we gained their trust, managing this problem was successful because they realized that it saves them time and that they can dedicate themselves to other issues. They can pay attention to customers and rearrange and decorate the stores. This project has been, in this way, very successfully mastered. This project eliminated, to some extent, the subjective intervention and subjective decision-making of the store manager when making the orders, and possible preference of certain suppliers and assortments at the store. So the goods we want to have in the store are in the ordered draft, and these goods will get to the store. Of course, our main expectation about the project of stock replenishment was the availability of assortments at the stores, and we also had certain expectations about accelerating the inventory turnover. Those targets were mainly aimed at large stores, where they were also fulfilled. If I should reevaluate how the store managers approached this project, I think that they adapted to it positively, because after the software modifications, which were necessary for ordering, they had much more information at their disposal that they did not have at the stores before, and they themselves considered as important while making orders. For me personally, it wasn't difficult. It made my work much easier because when I come to the shop in the morning, the orders are already generated, and all I have to do is authorize and submit them. The main advantage of the system is that I spend much less time ordering, and so I have more time for communication with customers, for staff management, and to arrange other things I need to fix. Another advantage is that I don't have to order goods by phone, which also saves time and cost to the store. I don't have to deal with overstock, and I have a wider assortment. Also, out-of-stocks for regular and promotional assortments were reduced. I think that some results will show up in the long term, as the project has been running for only a couple of months now. However, today we can already positively say that the project cleaned up the assortment, and that the merchandise offered at the stores is what customers want, and shows high value of sales. That's one thing. The other thing concerns the goods in promotion and the compulsory assortment, where the availability of goods at the store is absolute because it's not based on the mistake or the oversight of the user. When there's a promotion and compulsory assortment is determined, then the system automatically generates the orders so the store manager doesn't forget any of the items. I think that this project is demanding and really requires a lot of patience, painstaking work, and we're really satisfied with the fact that we chose U&Sluno for this project. Cooperation was very good. We found understanding on their side, as the end user always finds some issues that the supplier of the solution must deal with. In the end, we were able to solve these problems thanks to the fair cooperation, and we were able to make this project more comfortable. It's necessary for the user to work smoothly with all of the processes, to like using them, and to feel that the process is not an invasion. Thanks to U&Sluno, we were able to harmonize everything, and our organization perceives this as a successful project.